Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video we are doing my product empties for the month of August. I am so lost with time at the moment, it is not funny. So just trying to remember what day of the week is enough, let alone trying to remember what month we are in. Let me know if you are feeling the same. But this is my August empties. I only have a few bits and pieces in here. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump on in and have a chat about these, and I will give you my mini review on these products. I'll let you know what I think of them and whether I'm going to repurchase them and all that jazz. So let's get started. First of all is this really janky, gross bottle. This is the Norwex shower gel. I've had this bottle in my shower for a very long time and I just keep forgetting to take it out of my shower, but I do quite like this shower gel. It foams up very nicely and it has kind of like a bit of a citrusy scent to it. It's a nice one, but I probably won't repurchase it again just because it's a little bit difficult for me to get my hands on it nowadays, and I am trying to support some like smaller indie brands where I can. So I'm not going to repurchase that one. Next is my Smashbox and the Hood Witch Photo Finish Primer Water in the Aurora Shield scent. This is one of my all-time favorite kind of finishing sprays, and I love the scents that came out in this collection. I think you can still get these from Mecca. I think they still have some in stock. So once I use up all my setting sprays, if they do still have the scents in stock that I like, I may potentially pick them up, even though I know they'll be really old. But I go through these quite quickly. If I'm using this every single day, I normally go through it within like 2 months, but I really enjoy these as like the last step in my makeup routine. I tend to over powder quite a lot because I have quite oily skin, so I over powder a lot and then I give my face a bit of a spritz with a product like this, and it just kind of makes everything meld together nicely and sit down nicely and makes my face look not so cakey, like that look that you can get from powdering too much. If you do have oily skin, you know what I mean. But yeah, I have tried the Clary Sage and Tea. I think it was the lavender and orange blossom, I think it was, and the centering citrus one as well. I've tried all three of them and they are glorious face mist. I love them. Then I used up there's a few makeup-y bits in here, so we might do skincare first. I guess we'll do skincare first. Next is a sample of the Peter Thomas Roth Hungarian Thermal Water Heat Mask. This sample I think was like past its use by because it had kind of separated in the tube a little bit, so I only ended up getting like one use out of this. It did warm up, but I didn't really enjoy the consistency of the mask, but I think that may have been because of the separation. So I used it, but I probably shouldn't have used it, but it only lasted me one use, so it was fine. It was fine. Then we have the Pureology conditioner. I think this was the conditioner. This, I had previously used up the shampoo in this little duo pack that I got. It was alright. It was nothing amazing. It didn't perform any miracles on my hair, but I used it up. Then I have the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I don't like this mascara. I think it's a terrible mascara. It is quite a wet mascara and the brush is it's one of the like bristled brushes. And I always found every single time I used this mascara, I ended up with dots everywhere. It smudged a little bit and it was just more trouble than it was worth because I ended up having to clean up so much mascara off my face before I could, you know, go about my business. So yes, I didn't use this one up completely because I had just had enough of it. Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Dew It Right Eye Gel, and this is a really decent sized sample. The sample is like a airless pump. I'm a bit disappointed because I do still have a fairly, like there's probably about a week or so's worth of product in there, but I just can't get it out. No matter how much I pump the top here, it just does not come out. It's really annoying. But I do find that the Dr. Dennis Gross eye cream samples are a really, really generous sample. I got probably maybe like a month's worth of daily use out of this one before it got to the point where I couldn't use it anymore. I really like these samples. This is the second one I've had. I think the first one I had was the Ferulic Eye Retinol. I think that's what it was, in the same brand, just the brown version of this eye cream. I liked this one. I thought it was really good, but I am currently using an eye serum from Neod and I really like it. Tatcha Violet C Radiance Mask. This was a really nice mask. This sample was really decently sized. I think I totaled it up. I think it was like 5 really generous applications of this mask. And I was like applying quite a thick layer of it each time. I didn't mind this mask. It was nice. It was okay. I didn't find that it did anything amazing to my skin. I didn't notice any amazing like after effects of using this mask. I will say I like the texture, the consistency. My skin like immediately after felt quite nice and soft. But as always, I find the Tatcha products can be quite heavily scented. I don't mind the scent. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but it is definitely very heavily scented. So if you are sensitive to scents in your skincare products, or you don't like scents in your skincare products, I would recommend you like totally avoiding Tatcha altogether, because I find most of their products and all the products that I've tried from Tatcha, their products have been quite heavily scented. I just think they just need to rein it back just a little bit on the scents, because it's strong. It is quite strong. Like I said, I can handle it, but it is still quite strong. We have a few more things. One more or 2 more skincare products. This is the Ultraviolet SPF 50 Plus Super Screen Hydrating Facial Skin Screen. This one is completely empty. I really like the packaging on this one. It is one of those pumps that is on the end of a tube. So, I just squirted a little bit out. So you are pretty much guaranteed to get the like entirety of the product out, which I really, really appreciate getting my value for money with this. I really appreciate the packaging on this, because I am guaranteed to get pretty much every skerrick of this product out of the tube. This is made by an Australian brand, which also ticks another box for me. I will say though, if you are using this as per like the amount of sunscreen that you should normally apply, I think that you would go through this very, very quickly. But I typically use anywhere between 1.5 to 2 pumps on my face a day. And this bottle I think lasted me about 2 months. And you can get this one from Sephora and Adore Beauty. I think it's $45 for the 50 ml. So I generally will wait until a sale either at Adore Beauty or Sephora, and I'll pick up a refill that way. I have since repurchased this one. I probably will repurchase it after the next tube. It is kind of like an illuminating sunscreen, but I do find that my makeup always sits really nicely over the top. It doesn't make me overly greasy or oily, anything like that. It sinks into my skin really nicely. So I would recommend this one. Really like it. Have repurchased it. Probably will repurchase it again. The OD Sugar Shower Mousse Body Wash in Sour Worm. Now this is like a solid body wash. It's like a mousse kind of texture. And I was getting my loafer. I'd get my loafer wet in the shower and I'd rub it around in the solid a couple of times, swirl it around a little bit, and it would foam up a little bit, and then I would put this away. So this tub lasted me a decent amount of time. I absolutely loved the scent of this. It really does smell like sour worms. I loved the scent. I love the texture and the consistency of this product. I think I got a decent amount of use out of the product before it finished, and it's a fairly reasonable price. The stuff from OD Sugar, it's all vegan, it's handcrafted, it's cruelty free. It's a Brisbane based indie body care brand. And a lot of their packaging, is either recyclable, compostable, all that different kind of stuff. And they also use biodegradable glitter in any of their bath bombs, body products, anything like that. The rest are makeup items. This is the NARS lipstick in Tulede. It's a satin lipstick formula. I really enjoyed using up this little sample. I used this one up in my mini marathon challenge. It was a great little sample. It lasted me a really decent amount of time. I loved the color. It was like my everyday go-to nudie color, like that movie nude color that I love. And it was a great formula. Super comfortable. Decent amount of wear on it. As well as this one, this is the Bite Beauty High Pigment Pencil in Meritage. Once again, this was like everyday nude color for me. I have really enjoyed using up the Bite Beauty lip pencils that I have in my collection. I think I've got a red one, and I think I have like a bright pink one left in my collection, but I do really like these ones. If you do have these in your collection, like any of the mini ones from Christmas sets, I would really recommend grabbing them out and giving them a try, because I think the formula is really nice on them. So I would recommend these. You can't get these anymore, I don't think. So unfortunately, I would be able to buy them in the full size anyway. But if Bite do bring back any products like that, maybe potentially I might look at them at some point. Two more products. The second to last product is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation. I think this is like my third or fourth tube of this foundation. It's always been a pretty standard repurchase for me in the Priceline 40% off sales for makeup. I normally pick up another refill of this one. I've just always found it is a really nice foundation, long lasting, leaves a nice finish on my skin, and it doesn't look overly cakey or anything like that for me with my oily skin. And I always find that the longevity on this one with my oily skin is really quite a decent payoff. Like, it lasts a very long time on my skin. If I set it with a powder, I get almost like a full day wear before it starts breaking down, and I really appreciate that with my oily skin. And the last one is the Linda Howberry Infinity Filter Loose Setting Powder in the color Light. I really liked this powder, but I don't think I will pick it up. This is only a 9-gram tub, and I think it's like 50 Australian dollars or something like that. So I feel like for cost per gram, the price breakdown is quite high compared to other powders that I have. Like, for example, the Fenty powder that I have at the moment, I think it's like a 30-gram tub, and I think it's about the same price as this one. Maybe it might be like $50, $60, but you are getting 30 grams. As much as I like this powder, I don't think I would repurchase it. It's just too hard to get my hands on, and for the cost per gram, it works out to be quite expensive, I think. If you have tried any of these products, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments box. If you are still here, make sure you like this video, subscribe down below, and you can also join the membership down below if you are interested on supporting my channel or getting any extra content from me. All those details are down below. And that's it for this video, everyone. I hope that you are having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy and looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.